Good morning, everyone. My name's Eric Pate. I'm a GIS analyst with the Prince George's County government, and I'm joined by my colleague, Charlie Wrenn, also a GIS analyst with Prince George's County OIT GIS. Welcome to another day of TUGIS 2021, and we're happy that you either stopped by our booth or perhaps you're watching this as a recording. I do want to remind anyone who pops in during this mini presentation that we are recording. So hopefully you're okay with that. This morning, the topic is going to be some projects that we have going on for fire and EMS. And Charlie has forgotten more about fire and EMS than I will probably ever know. I'm going to turn this over to Charlie, and he's going to talk about some of the initiatives and things that we have going on right now. So Charlie, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. I am Charlie Wrenn, and as Eric mentioned, I am one of the contracted GIS analysts and developers within Prince George's County OIT GIS. And I also would like to thank you for coming by to see what we're doing for Fire EMS Department. Now, because of the bandwidth here where I'm located, I'm going to go ahead and turn myself off and just share my screen with you. The first thing we want to talk about is the Adopt a Neighborhood program and the report that we set up. We put together an operations dashboard for the Adopt a Neighborhood smoke alarm project, and that can be used for doing dynamic reporting. Management can take a look at the status of any of the Adopt a Neighborhood alarm installations by specifying a date range, stations, and battalions. Where we used to send out a monthly status as an Excel spreadsheet by email, this allows users to come in and create on-the-fly reports. Further customization is easy just by adding layers and setting filters. The next thing is we've expanded the Adopt a Neighborhood program to include smoke alarm requests that have come in through our County Click 311 system. Adopt a Neighborhood was set up for businesses that wanted to give back to the community by donating smoke alarms, and for the Fire EMS Department, Pinup, which is a post-incident neighborhood intervention program. This is a case where if you get a major fire, particularly a fatal fire in an area, the department will go in and basically blanket the neighborhood and giving out smoke alarms, letting them know the importance of smoke alarms and even inspecting those that may already be installed. Unfortunately, COVID, like other areas, put installation and inspecting smoke alarms on hold for a while. However, we are now back in the community, and by using field maps like the neighborhood adoptions or pinups, it'll help us visualize where to concentrate our efforts. Fire pre-planning, basically we've dusted off. We started a project a couple of years ago. It was part of a larger vision to better assist incident command and serve the community. Unfortunately, as things sometimes happen, other things take priority, so the pre-plans remained in the loose leaf notebooks. We've recently recharged the project and made some changes. The first thing we did is we consolidated some of the feature classes based on general categories. For example, access is a single feature class, and an attribute domain allows them to select egress doors, egress stairs, and roof access. The next thing we did is the other thing we did is we removed buildings as an actual pre-planned feature class, and we're just using the standard building footprints for display. We've also added a key feature class based partly on parcels and simply referred to as pre-planned area. Most of the times an area will contain one building. However, some schools and the community college, some of the larger farms in the county have multiple buildings, and this allows us to link the pre-plans for these sites into a single site-specific identity. One of the consolidated pre-planned features is water supply, where we combine the WSSC hydrants, city of Bowie hydrants, and our rural underground tanks and dry hydrant features. For hydrant testing, we added a table for testing results as a relationship and placed that feature class in our enterprise portal as a hosted feature layer. By filtering out tanks and drafting hydrants, the station crews will use field maps to collect the tested data, pressures and flow rates, and to verify the location of private-owned hydrants. Station officers and battalion chiefs can then use a dashboard to go and visualize what hydrants have been checked and where we need to go next. Finally, we have a EForms that we're trying to get done. Like any government agency, the department has many paper forms. Some of these are filled out by the station personnel, while others are filled out secondhand by what we call the watch office when the station calls them. These forms include property loss and damage reports, vehicle accident reports, and forcible entry reports. Depending on which report it is, different offices within the department need access to the reports, each having their own piece to fill out. A couple of battalion chiefs wanted to create online versions of these forms. They have other administrative forms set up on SharePoint and can be filled out electronically. So our battalion chief Schaefer wanted to go this route. When I found out, I suggested using Survey 123, at least for the accident form, so we can geopoint, a geopoint can be captured. That's pretty much where we're going. So again, some of these are things that we have done in the past and are rehashing and upgrading. Other things are brand new ideas.